That's my flag right there. Yes, that's my island, Puerto Rico. I was born here in the U.S. and my name is Jonathan Gonzalez. My parents are Puerto Rican. I was born over here in Riverdale, Georgia. I love the U.S. Currently, I'm in high school. I'm 16 years old. I'd just like to say that currently there are some stuff in the world happening right now, like in Ukraine, Venezuela. There has been some revolutions right now. Currently, like, checking every day what's happening over there. Like, I just want people to have freedom and liberty. And currently those people right now don't have almost no freedoms that we have. Their governments are blocking their internet. They can't watch some stuff that we watch. They can't go out to the streets and protest, and sometimes we take those stuff for granted. I believe in the U.S. I believe in its Constitution. I'm happy to be a U.S. citizen. I say I'm a U.S. citizen, and I am. I love also Puerto Rico, where my parents are from. I lived there for almost 10 years. So I love the democracy we have over here. I hope that people could have the liberties I currently have. And really what's right now it's like hurting me right now is that currently Russia has like 15,000 troops. I think it's what CNN said. And like Russia should interfere in the affairs of that country. They should let Ukraine lead the country. I believe the U.S. doesn't, like when Obama said that he was going to strike Syria with missiles, he didn't do nothing. Currently, Syria is also in turmoil. I don't know why the U.S. still hasn't striked. Like, I don't want to put people's lives in danger, but really those people are dying and nobody has done nothing. The UN hasn't done nothing. The European Union, nobody has done nothing. Russia, Syria, nobody has done nothing with that. Syria. But what I want to talk is about Ukraine. Ukraine right now, people are fighting for their liberties. The east part of Ukraine is in favor of Russia. The west is more like with European and Western and U.S. What's closest to terms with that. But in these last days, they've put a new government in power. And currently some people in especially Crimean region, don't like the new government, because they say that they won't have the same privileges. And I believe that that's just dumb. I think they're gonna have the same privileges. But what I don't like is that Russia wants to like be back on the world stage, and they shouldn't just like interfere. The U.S. interferes, but like in the affairs of other countries, but they're doing it right. Almost always they do it right with permission for other countries, or they go by Congress. They do it by self-defense. Sometimes I know sometimes they do it because they just want to do it, but Russia is just like wants to get power right now. I believe that's wrong. I believe the U.S. should isolate more Russia, because Russia really needs to be isolated. They spent $15 billion right now in the Olympics. That's really gonna hurt them if they isolate them, because they really want to be on the world stage. You gotta isolate them more. And I would give if I were the U.S. government and its allies, I would give the Russian government 1 week to get out of Ukraine, or if not, I would intervene militarily, because Obama doesn't hold his red line like when he said Syria, and he really didn't do nothing. Iran is still maybe possessing nuclear weapons right now. Israel is threatened by that, so I believe the U.S. should do something to defend their allies. Right now, Iraq is also in turmoil, so the U.S. should back its allies. Right now, they're leaving them alone. Most of their allies. I don't believe that we should put American lives on the line, but like if we interfered in Iraq, Afghanistan, well then we should help those people get back up. And I don't know still why we haven't invaded North Korea. Those people really are really bad. I think they're the worst regimen. But sticking to Ukraine, Russia shouldn't interfere. Like they say, it's to defend their citizens, but they're Ukrainian citizens still. Maybe they have Russian ties, but they're still Ukrainian. Ukraine is the one that has power right now. They're the ones that should be there. And I don't believe in communism. If anyone thinks differently about that, like, I don't believe in that. That's the old way of doing stuff. I believe capitalism works. It has worked 99.9% of the time. Only in 2008, when the stock market collapsed, was one of the only flaws it had. It almost always works. Communism never works. Almost never works. So, I really don't believe in that system. I know I'm just 16 right now, but I know a lot of what's happening in the world. I've read, I've researched. I really want to become president one day. Hope I can become the first Hispanic president, or at least one of the first Hispanics. I want to go to West Point, the United States Military Academy, and study international relations or economics. I want to be somebody in this world politically. I know I can be a great leader. I am a great leader. I'm going to be in the future. I'm going to lead the U.S. nation to a better path than it is right now, economically, politically, and in all ways. In the future, I will become somebody. I know I would be good, so I hope I can become somebody one day, and I hope that the U.S. government, like, does whatever they're gonna say. Because right now, we're looking ridiculous on the world stage. Obama says he's gonna do something. Kerry says he's gonna do something, and we never do anything. We should act. We gotta stop saying words. People gotta start seeing that we act, not words. Actions speak louder than words, like everyone says, but we gotta act. That's my opinion of what's happening. You gotta act. Russia should get out of Ukraine. If in 1 week they don't get out, I would intervene militarily. The only reason they go in is because they know that the U.S. and their allies won't go in. So I think you should put troops on the ground. I really wouldn't like doing that, but that's one of the only ways that they see that you're gonna do military action. You should isolate them. If that doesn't work and they don't get their troops out, I would just send military action. That's the only way. If isolation doesn't work, I want to go to the G8 summit in summer. So in conclusion, Russia should just get out. 1 week, or if not militarily, I would intervene. And I would put serious sanctions. I would try to block their financial power. I would try to do anything to hurt them right now and try to get them out of Ukraine in 1 week. If in 1 week it doesn't work, military action is really your option. For me personally. Thanks.